Good morning everyone, it's Monday and I'm here with some Monday motivation, hopefully. I see I was quite animated in the video that I made yesterday. I got a bit carried away. I think what it is, I hope you can't hear my washing machine in the background. I've been up for quite a while actually, which is good for me. It's good for a Monday. Let's hope the week goes the same way. It's 11:11 today, so it's the Lionsgate portal. So if you're a spiritual based person, it's a good day to manifest everything that you want to come into your life. Just throwing that out there. I am quite a spiritual person. Yeah, I was looking back at that video that I made yesterday and I was like, like that. But, I get carried away, but I'm just trying to make a point, and if it's something that I feel strongly about, then, and also for me now I have a platform where I can use my voice, and for so long when I was in that relationship, I had no voice. I had no voice at all. In fact, most of the time, I had to keep my mouth shut to keep the peace. So, I think probably, I can swing between both. I can swing between, it all depends on the company that I'm in. I think if I don't know you that well, I'm probably on the side of being quite quiet, and then once I get to know you, that's when I feel, if I feel safe in your company and I trust you, then you'll see, the more exuberant part of me. So I wouldn't class, I often say I'm an introvert, but I don't think I am. I like my own company, but I don't think I'm an introvert. I just, I'm quite, how can I say, I'm lost already, like 2 minutes into the video. I'm quite particular about who I give my energy to and who I don't really, I'm lost already, and this is not the way this video was meant to be going. So I wanted to, and I don't want this video to run on to like 15-20 minutes, because I'm pretty sure that probably most of you only listen to the first two and then you think, oh my god. So I think about what I was talking about yesterday and I've just dropped my handkerchief on the floor. I've dropped my handkerchief on the floor. A lot of the reason why people won't be copying trends and stuff like that is, I think they're probably too afraid to be themselves, and it is quite brave to be yourself, I think, in a world where you're constantly being told you should be this way, that way, some other way. So I think it's probably easier just to follow what everybody else is doing rather than to be your own unique person. And a lot of, I think also, and this is a poem that I wrote yesterday, a lot of how we show up in the world is fear-based, and I would say that the ego is responsible for that, because the ego, as I've said and I've spoken about in the past, the ego is quite a loud voice in your head, and your ego will constantly tell you you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you're not pretty enough, you're not this, you're not that, you're not, something else. That's what the ego does. That's the ego's job. And your job, what you have to do is you have to override the ego, and you have to tell the ego to shut the hell up, because the ego is coming from a place of fear. And I believe that is where the ego is coming from. You fear being rejected, you fear not being enough, you fear not being successful, you fear, that's the ego talking. That is the ego. You're letting the ego rule you if you're coming from a place of fear. So if you're coming from a place of fear, you will have a barricade up, and you won't let anybody in. You won't let anybody in. And I probably still have a barricade up to some degree, because I'm cautious because of things that have happened in my past, and not only because of what he did. It's not actually what he did, it's what people did after he came along, after he had finished with me. So I keep a barricade up in that respect. And this is where you have to cultivate your own worth, your own worthiness, your own self-love. As I say, not to the point where, sorry, I like to fidget, not to the point where, as I say always, your self-love is like so, I'm so, like that, because that's arrogance, and that's conceit, and that's ego-based, right? But you have to be so sure in yourself, and your worthiness, and your self-love, that no matter what anybody says, or no matter what anybody does, you don't let it affect you, because, as we know, you can't control people. And that is the bottom line. You can't control people. You can't control people and how they react to you, how they see you through their perception. And people will only meet you as far as they meet themselves. And you've got to remember also that a lot of people have, are coming from a place that is wounded. And so, a lot of them have got barricades up, and a lot of them, it's a defense mechanism, So you have to cultivate self-love, and it's not easy to step out from behind the barricade and put yourself out there. And I know that, but I've done a lot, I need to work a lot on just seeing myself as enough, and being enough, and overriding what he told me. That is, for me, is the biggest thing, is because it was drummed into me for so long, that I was not good enough, and I was, in his eyes. And I have to start seeing myself through kind eyes, and through, the eyes of love, as I would a friend, or, someone else. I have to let up on myself, and I have to believe that I am enough. And it all starts with us, unfortunately. And I have done, as I say, I've done a lot of things that I've stepped out. And it's taken a big, like coming on here with my head scarf on. That was a big thing, Travelling solo, I would say, has been the biggest thing for me. I still get very, very nervous when I travel. I get very, very nervous, but I've done it I don't know how many times I've done it now. it's not easy to step out from behind that barricade, and you can't do it all at once. You can't do it all at once, and you can't be expected to conquer all your fears all at once. But you have to cultivate within yourself your own self-love, and just to know that you are enough. And that is all. It's everything. Everything starts with you. Everything. And staying behind the barricades for the rest of your life, I'm sorry, but it's not a viable option. It's not a viable option to stay behind barricades. We weren't meant to live in a self-made prison of our own making, and always constantly worrying about what people think. We can't. We just can't. We have to show up. We have to show up in the world. We have to show up as we are, and the ones who appreciate us for who we are the ones that we should keep in our life. And anybody that thinks we're not good enough and they reject us, then just leave them be. Just let them go. They're obviously not meant to be part of your life. But we were not made to live behind barricades, always worrying and always being scared. We are here to be free and shine our light on the world, whatever our light is, in whatever capacity. That's what we came here to do. And I just very quickly, I know I've managed to run on as usual, but this is a poem that I wrote yesterday, and it's called Free. Barricades erected to protect hearts broken or tormented souls. Barricades rusted with years of regret. Beyond, nothing grows. The ego resists change while scathing attacks until the self folds with loathing. The barricades are no longer safe. An awakened soul steps into the light with bright eyes to find its fears unfounded. In the nakedness of courage, all things flourish, and so the heart once frozen breathes, free from the stagnancy of the barricades as its chambers become warm again. Nothing grows in the comfort zone. Nothing. I'm afraid. Nothing. Nothing grows in the comfort zone. Nothing. You can stay in your comfort zone for the rest of your life if that's the way that you want to live. If that's your choice, and it all comes down to choice. It all comes down to choice, and that goes the same with your thoughts. It all comes down to choice. So you can feed your mind with good thoughts or bad thoughts. It all comes down to choice. We weren't put here to live behind barricades and self-made prisons. We are good enough, we are worthy, and we're all unique and special, and we deserve the best that life has got to offer, because we're only here for a short time, a very, very short time, and then we have to leave this world. But while we're here, we should live fully and not behind barricades and not in fear of what people think. Okay, I hope that's motivated you for a Monday. let's have a good week, guys. As I say, 11:11 Lionsgate portal. If you want to manifest good things into your life, do it today. Have a good week. Take care. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all your likes, your subscribers. I think I gained a couple of subscribers over the weekend. Thank you so much, and I hope you'll stick around. And the sun's shining, so I'm going to go out, because you know what? I don't know the last time I was out. It might have been 2-3 days ago, and that's not good either. Until next time, bye for now.